I hope you're decent.
I would have appreciated a knock.
Difficult to knock when you have a tray in your hand.
Breakfast in bed?
Yes, all your favorites. We have juice, we have bacon and eggs, and tea.
I don't eat breakfast.
Today you do.
No, really, I can't. I have so much to do today. I have a hair appointment. I have to go pick up a dress, not to mention shopping and phone calls.
All those excuses can wait.
Robert, I'm serious.
So am I.
What do you mean?
I think we need to talk.
All right, why don't you take the tray downstairs? And then we can talk in the kitchen when I'm dressed.
Good. I'll put the kettle on.
Well, that was fast.
A busy day in front of me.
Oh, the tea's on. It shouldn't be more than a second.
Wonderful wedding yesterday.
Wrong subject, Holly.
I'm sorry?
Let's go over it again, shall we? Now, as I recall, we were watching Rebecca on television. And you said to me, wouldn't it be wonderful if one day we could own a house like Mandalay? One of our own. One with a big, long drive that took a cut lunch and a compass before you found the house.
You don't have to replay it. I remember. I'm just not sure that I'm ready to talk about it yet.
We have to.
It frightens me.
What?
The whole thing. We were caught up in the movie. In the moment. Nothing was supposed to happen.
But it did, though.
Not if we pretend it didn't.
There's no more pretending, love. At least not from me. I said something to you. Were you happy being married to me? You said yes.
I am, but...
I wanted to kiss you, and you knew it. I did, and you allowed it. It just doesn't end there. It can't. Luke's dead. And you're very much alive. I think it's pretty obvious how I feel about you. Point is, what are we going to do about it now? They're there, lots of them. We can't go on denying they exist.
Some feelings have to be controlled.
Yes, and others confronted. You kissed me last night.
Yes, I did.
But you didn't feel anything.
It was an automatic response, Robert. You're very dear to me.
I didn't mean anything.
It meant everything to me. Good Lord, I could hardly sleep last night. I was so confused.
Confused? That's it?
It was just a kiss. One kiss. That's all that happened. I don't think we should make any more of it than it really was.
But you don't want it to ever happen again.
I'm just not sure that I'm ready.
For what?
Giving myself or getting involved
Or letting go. You're a young, beautiful woman, full of needs and desire. I'm not talking about physical desire. I mean the need to love, for love, and be loved.
I know.
Hey, is it me then?
No. You're everything to me, Robert. I know that Luke is dead. And that the baby is gone. And that life must go on. But just how soon I'm going to be able to accept that, I just don't know.
Scorpio.
Hello, Robert. It's John.
Yes, John.
I called you at the office. They said you were home today. I've set up a meeting with Baldwin for 2 p.m.
Good. I'll be there.
Now, if we could, Rakos and I would like to see you first.
Well, I'll leave right away.
Thank you, Robert.
Right. Well, I've got to go.
We'll talk about this tonight, then.
You don't want to be late.
This line bisects Baldwin's property into almost 2 equal halves. The northern portion we'll use for the exposition center.
So we're sure Baldwin will agree the exposition will benefit everyone and anyone involved.
Well, our job now is to convince Baldwin of that.
So the dividing line has to be fair, or he may balk.
I think what we've done here is extremely fair.
I'm just not sure how he's going to react. What do you think, Robert? Robert?
Oh, sorry?
This is very important.
Yes, I know. It's just that I'm a little worried about my wife at the moment. Please, let's go on.
Thinking back in time when love was only in my mind, I realized ain't no second chance. You've got to hold on to romance. Don't let it slip.
So the final decision is up to you.
Well, let me see if I've got this right. This line right here divides the Bayshore area, right?
Yes.
Creating 2 areas of equal acreage, 25 to the north, 25 to the south.
Well, what happens to this building right here, the Greenwood building? You get that, then?
You object to that?
Well, it's a nice building.
We could make an adjustment to the property line.
No, you go ahead and you take that building. Why change things now? The Greenwood building is all yours.
There will be papers to sign.
That'll be fine. I'll talk to Mr. Brock. He represents Senator Drake's and the investors and all of this operation. Let me ask you one question, though. These buildings and everything, the land and all of that, what happens to that when the exposition is over?
Well, they become your property to do with as you wish.
I see. Okay. Mr. Brock will be in town sometime next week. I'll have all the stuff sent over to him.
Mr. Baldwin, I'd like to thank you for your unselfish cooperation.
Well, thank you very much. I don't see why we can't be friends instead of rivals.
That's refreshing to hear, Mr. Baldwin. I'd like to extend my thanks as well.
Okay, we're on our way, Mayor.
Holly, this is Rick Weber. Is Robert in?
Oh, I'm afraid he's not back yet.
When do you expect him? Holly?
Sorry.
When do you expect him?
Well, I'm not sure. Would you like me to tell him that you called?
Yes, please. It's very important.
Okay, well, I'll tell him the minute he gets in.
Put my arms around you, this was meant. And I'm also glad I found you.
Hi.
You home early.
Well, it was either here or the office. I chose here.
Robert, I really don't want to talk about anything, at least not right now.
Good. Neither do I. Excuse me.
You're crazy.
Very likely, but I'm also on a cloud.
You look like an idiot dancing by yourself.
So dance with me. All's fair in love and war.